What's going on, guys? It's Jordan back today with another video. And in today's video, we're gonna take a look at Chainlink and see why it's doing the same thing that it did in its last two consolidation periods, guys. So if that sounds good to you guys, let's jump right on in to the video. As we jump right on in to the weekly chart of Chainlink, as you guys can see, this is the exact same chart that I used to the Road 2 series for Chainlink on the weekly time frame, right? So we have these two purple lines, which kind of correlate with what I think is the end of the next bull cycle will be, at the end of 2021 or at the beginning of 2022. Somewhere in that time frame, no one knows exactly which month to the T we're going to top out, but that's generally where I think the top is going to be, within that, Q4 of 2021 to Q1 of 2022, right? So I just want to give you my basic understanding of these two purple lines. I just kind of chart them to chart where I think the top is going to be and where I'm going to be taking my profits at the end of this bull cycle, right? So if you guys want to keep updated of everything throughout this bull cycle for most altcoins and Bitcoin, make sure you press that subscribe button down below. You won't miss an update on a lot of altcoins. You guys can go through my channel. I make pretty much an update on most altcoins at least once a week. So as we jump back into this weekly chart here, I have Chainlink pretty much divided into three kind of consolidation periods. You can see this bottom consolidation period down here from about 2017 to about 2019. You can have the second consolidation period here from about 2019 to 2020. And then we have our current one during the year of 2020. So you guys can see each time we're in this consolidation period, we end up topping out at this green line. Now this first one, we had a little bit of a, kind of got a little bit carried away on this first pump up here. You guys can see we touched it twice here. We topped out again there, and we topped out again there. On the bottom, we see the same thing. We've had, touches every time on the bottom, except for this one, but I think that is to come, right? So let me get rid of all those real quick for you guys. And let's jump on into the meat and potatoes of the video. So as you can see, each time we're in this consolidation, we end up bottoming out at this purple line, which acts our support throughout that consolidation period. And then we get a pump up, and then we once again bottom out for a second time at that same level, right? And then we get another impulse up, and we bottom out at this green upward support line here, right? So we bottom out a purple line, green line. And then we pump up to our next all-time high. And then what do we do, guys? We come out and bottom out at the purple line. Same thing here. We pump up. We bottom out at the purple line again. And then we come up, and what do we do, guys? We come right to the green line before we pump up again, right? So 2 for 2. We're 2 for 2 so far in this kind of fractal type thing you guys can look at. And then what do we do, guys? We pumped up to a new all-time high. And then we bottom out again at, what do we get? Once again, guys, at the purple line. So what do we do now? That's the ultimate question we got to answer for ourselves right now. What is going to happen now? I think it's very possible we could dump back down to this purple line here and then create a second low at the purple line, get a pump up, and then consolidate sideways to the green line. Just like we've done every single time. We go down to the purple line twice, then hit the green line, and then pump up, right? Purple line, green line, pump up, right? So I think it's very possible we go purple line, green line, pump sideways, and then pump up to our next all-time high during 2021, right? That I think is the most obvious thing that could happen. But will that happen? So this is the 20-week moving average, this orange line here, right, guys? So you guys can see how important it was in the bull market, every time that Chainlink is in a bull market, right? It held us as support here, right? It held us as support here. Will it hold us support here? That's what we got to find out, right? It's held us as support so far right now. If we break through that, which every time we do break through that, we end up coming back down and retesting the bottom, right? We pump up, break it, test the bottom, come back up, hold it, and then pump. And the question is, will we hold that 20-week moving average or will we break it? I think that's going to decide when we get our next pump up to the upside. I think either way, it's inevitable that we get a pump up to the upside for Chainlink. It's just whether we hold this 20-week moving average. Every week, this moving average is going to continue up as long as we stay above it. Are we going to keep holding it as support and pump up and then finally get a nice pump up off of it? Let me go up a little bit so you guys can see a little better here. Let's move this up here. There we go. All right. As this 20-week moving average keeps moving up, maybe we hold it as support, and that continues us to our next bull market, going up to the upside during the 2021, right? But I think history is probably going to repeat itself, and we're going to need a little bit of a consolidation period for Chainlink. Chainlink usually has a little bit of a mind of its own, unlike the other altcoins, right? Chainlink kind of does whatever it kind of wants to do. It somewhat follows the market, but it can also pump when everything else is going down, as we saw back here, during this like little early 2020 period where we started getting a big pump up pretty fast. It really has a mind of its own sometimes, so we can't we can't like count Chainlink out, even though the other altcoins are going down. So what will it do from here on out? I think we got to take a look at Bitcoin and, see what Bitcoin is going to do. If Bitcoin ends up going down, I do think a retest of this purple line is definitely imminent, right? And that's right about the $8 level. We could also cut off the wicks here to make it a little more legit, because I did cut off some of the wicks on these ones. So maybe that support line is going to be about $9. So if we do see a dump down by Bitcoin, it is possible we come back down and retest that $9 level before getting another bounce up and retesting this green line here before getting a bounce up. I think that's the most likely scenario for Chainlink, and that is why I'm so bullish on Chainlink, because we've seen this exact pattern that we're doing right now, where we pump up to the top green line, come back down, retest the purple line, have another impulse up, and now we're pumping back down, just like we did these last two consolidation periods, guys. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this kind of little mini fractal within all the consolidation periods for Chainlink. Guys, if you haven't already, press that subscribe button down below. I say it every video. A bunch of you guys watch my videos and you don't subscribe. It just makes my day if you guys subscribe. Also, guys, if you haven't already, I just made a Twitter. I only have 3 followers right now, so if you guys can go and follow that Twitter, I'm going to be updating, making more posts and more comments on it very, very soon. I'm kind of developing some graphics to kind of give you guys updates on it and all that stuff. It's going to be coming very soon, but to get ahead of the curve, make sure you go and follow that Twitter, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.